Hello, hi, welcome to my channel. Vice Rhino here. Sorry, a little bit distracted because I am attempting to stream simultaneously to YouTube and Twitch right now. So if you go to twitch.tv/Vice Rhino, then in theory, you see my stream up there. All of my software says that I'm streaming, including Twitch. Like if I go to Twitch, it's like online. But then you click on the stream, and it's just a big black box that says offline.
Oh, right.
So all of my stuff says that I'm streaming on Twitch right now, but Twitch disagrees. Oh, yeah. Also, yeah, my preview in the YouTube studio thing is messed up. So like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, there we go. I can see my preview now. Okay, so YouTube is working. We've got Philip Greening Jackson said good evening from Bulgaria.
Hello.
So we've got the Bulgarians watching. Philip Greening Jackson also pointed out, you remember how like this has kind of been a running theme of them mentioning the Musgrave Ritual Sherlock Holmes book and me not knowing why they're mentioning it. Yeah, it turns out the beginning of the book, Sherlock Holmes shoots the initials VR into his wall with a revolver. So like that whole big thing of me trying to figure it out and like reading plot synopsises and everything is just like, no, it's just like at the beginning he does a thing for no apparent reason or whatever. And it's like, okay. My camera's pointing the wrong way. Nope, wrong way. That way. Why?
Oh,
I don't know.
Why?
Setting stuff up. Anyway, hi everybody.
Hi.
We got some first-time streamers. So hey, in the comment section of this one, I'm considering setting up because I'm using Restream to stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Which there is a free tier, and it says that there will be branding on the stream, but I don't see the branding. So if it's there, I'm sorry, because I'm just trying it. If it's not there, yay, they messed up. But they also have a feature where you can just have them stream a playlist, and so I'm trying to I'm gonna experiment with there's a thing that bigger YouTube channels have been doing where they'll like have a 24-hour stream going that's just like a playlist of older videos. So I am putting together a playlist that I'm going to be, and I'm going to try to use Restream to just kind of have like a 24-hour playlist going, because why not? So if there are any favorite videos of mine that you want to see in that playlist at some point, drop a link in the comment section, not in the chat, in the comment section, because I'm going to come back to this later when I'm setting up the playlist, and the chat is going to be much harder to find the things. Yeah, Michael LeBlanc says, just came to YouTube from Twitch because Twitch just has a black screen for me. I'm sorry. I don't know why that is. Restream says that everything's good. Like, it's probably something on my end because this is my first time ever using Twitch. This is live with Restream, but it says offline. Why am I offline? I don't know. I don't fucking know. There's a creator dashboard.
So 1,000 sharing.
Okay, yeah, fine. We'll get into the fucking thing.
Chapter 15. We are like this close to being halfway done. Okay, 1,000 sharings. There he sat, cross-legged on the floor at Bible study, dressed in slightly worn Levi's and a red flannel shirt with sleeves rolled up midway on his muscular forearm.
Does he have an axe and he's about to chop wood?
Might. It might. His dark brown eyes and straw jawline combined to form a picture of masculinity and sincerity. Shall I buy you a plaid shirt?
I have lots of plaid shirts. I don't have the flannel plaid shirt.
Oh,
I don't have the lumberjack shirt.
Apparently that's like the picture of masculinity.
I know I'm supposed to ignore the chat once you start reading, but Peregrine F says the clip of you jumping on the bed in lingerie should be the transition between videos and the 24-hour streaming.
That is actually a really good idea, and I like it.
Maybe.
I approve. Okay. He was a third-year grad student with a well-worn Bible, and he seemed too good to be true. When I had become a Christian as a teenager, I made a commitment to not become unequally yoked.
Yeah, that's Paul's thing where Christians are only supposed to date or marry other Christians. And I actually had a friend in high school that like they were they were Christian, but like not like super duper Christian.
Mm-hmm.
But like at one point they started dating someone who was not a Christian. They like came to me all concerned, asking for advice. As like, it says this in Corinthians, but like, yeah, but then he found the other verse that's like, if you're already married to someone who's not a Christian and you're a Christian, don't divorce them or whatever. So he's like, so that says that it could work, right?
So, as you've spoiled the next sentence, as Paul described in 2 Corinthians 6:14, I resolved that I would marry a Christian or not marry at all. The problem was that most of the Christian young men I met weren't any fun.
Christians are boring.
Sharon likes a little fun.
Sharon likes a little fun. Just wait till you get to the sentence that I titled the stream after.
What's the
title? No spoilers. No spoilers.
They were nice enough, but there were no sparks and no excitement. Remember, these are the musings of a teenager. So I predicted I would marry a nice, pleasant, drab Christian.
I mean, you have two options with the hardcore Christian men. Option one is the boring ones, and option two are the abusive ones.
I don't know. I feel like
as far as like the hardcore, I actually believe this with all of my heart, and I'm trying to the best of my ability to live this lifestyle. You're either going to get boring or abusive.
You and I have come from very two different worlds, because growing up, the boys in my youth group who were very much believed it were not boring.
And if you had married one of them, do you think they would have not been abusive?
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have taken the whole "I do not permit a woman to teach or have authority over a man" thing seriously?
Correct.
So they didn't really believe it.
Well,
they weren't true Christians.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, they believed in God and like
hashtag no true Christian.
Went to Bible study and youth group and church. And...
yeah, those are what are called lukewarm Christians, where they do all the right things, but they don't really believe it in their heart.
Oh, yeah. Well, then my whole church.
And that's actually
believe it in their heart, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's actually how people who believe in like the end times shit, or like people believe that the Bible says that atheists are people who just reject God, and they'll have this idea that like once you've had a relationship with God, how can you possibly stop believing in God? And so anyone who becomes an atheist after being a Christian, that's what they'll say. That was no true Christian, because a true Christian would have actually had a relationship with God. And when you have a relationship, like if we break up someday, I'm not going to stop believing that you exist. So I stopped my relationship with God, but if I really had that relationship, I wouldn't have stopped believing that he exists. But if that relationship is all psychological,
they're dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just picturing myself as a teenager, like waking up early in the morning, reading my Bible study, and like doing my little notes in my little book every day, and like going to Wednesday night Bible study, youth group, and choir practice, and church.
You're in the choir too?
Yeah. And
all right,
Sunday
choir
school.
Nerds. No, not with that hand. Our hands were off camera, but that's her carpal tunnel hand, which there's no bandage this time. There's no like bandage. It's not wrapped.
No, but
she's still a hard high five will still be very painful.
Yeah.
Steve Weber says if you take things to those limits, it's impossible to be a true Christian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, to say that I didn't have what I thought was a relationship, like I wasn't a Sunday Christian, like. I prayed every day, read my Bible, did my little journaling and my reflecting, and
yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I don't know where we are anymore.
You have your highlighter.
Yeah, but I didn't highlight this time. Oh yeah, she's marrying a drab Christian. That's where it is. I'd probably like him okay. I'd probably like him okay, but I didn't hold out much hope for a passionate, exciting relationship. I resolved myself to a peaceful yet boring life. Way to sell us on it, Sharon. Wow. When I saw Steve Janus for the first time, my heart truly skipped a beat. When he asked me out on a...
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. There's a song about that.
Oh, I don't remember it.
It's the scientifically accurate love song.
Oh,
It's
yes.
when I look at you, my heart didn't skip a beat, and that's good because otherwise I'd have to go to a cardiologist, and it might be a sign of
Yes,
something,
yes.
something.
Yes. Damn it.
Did I distract you again?
Yeah, skipped a beat. When he asked me out on a date, it just about stopped altogether.
What did?
Her heart.
Call 911 then. Take that
Sharon.
lady to the hospital. That thing needs to keep pumping.
Or not. You know. No, I'm joking. I do not wish that on anybody.
Tamika has now decided if she ever gets a time machine, she's going back in time, not to murder Hitler, to murder Sharon Janus.
No.
That was a joke for legal purposes. I mean, it's a time machine joke. Like,
I mean, if it's time machine, does it mean that I only get one chance? Because that means I could go back lots of times.
true. I mean, that's the central problem with any time machine based movie is that like you have to put artificial constraints on how many times you can travel in time, because otherwise, like, oh, I fucked that up. I guess I need to go back again and fix the fuck up that I just did.
Yeah. Sharon, would you like to go out with me Friday night? He asked. I'd love to, I answered. Great. There's a missionary from Mississippi I want to hear. I'll pick you up around 7.
Yep, that's a boring date.
I'm like,
Let's go listen to a missionary talk.
There's the excitement there.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go listen to someone who has taken on the white man's burden.
So, I forgot to tell you, I went to, well, you knew this part. I went to a conscious breathing workshop on the weekend and sound healing. But during the conscious breathing part of it, she was like blasting music and like just like really loudly giving out like inspirational quotes and everything. I was just laying there. I'm like, I feel like I'm in one of those revival services.
I feel like if she was blasting music and yelling things loudly, that's to hide the sound of everybody around you breathing loudly. Because
I could still
someone
hear
like me in that room, I'd be grossed the fuck out.
No, I get it, but the whole like vibe of it felt very like Christian revival. Like I was like, dear Lord, this is taking me back. I forgot to highlight again.
Lord of Uzkalak says, if you go back in time enough times, eventually there'd be so many copies of you that you'd all keep getting in the way of yourselves. There's a Family Guy episode about that. I think that was from one of the later seasons when they were like past their prime.
As he turned to walk away, I thought, okay, Lord, he's cute, smart, Christian, and no fun. Oh, at least she admitted it. Boring, boring, boring. Not that...
She's so upset with him being bored that she just kicked over the garbage can. I don't know why the notification's not working on OBS. Probably because I'm streaming to Restream, so it's gotten lost. But Jazzy sent a $2 super sticker, and it's not... The chat thing isn't highlighting it either. Like, I can still highlight other messages. Oh, nope, I'm just clicking it in the wrong spot. There we go.
Oh,
I have
Rhino.
2 chat windows open accidentally. And if I close one, it'll break things. So I was just clicking the wrong one. It says, thank you for having closed captions on live stream, by the way.
Oh,
You're
very
welcome.
welcome.
It's automatically generated, so if it messes up, I apologize, but...
As he turned to walk away, I thought, okay, Lord, he's cute, smart, Christian, and no fun. Boring, 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 boring. Not that going to listen to a missionary speak isn't inspiring, but it's not my idea of romance. When Steve came to pick me up, I wasn't quite ready. My roommate made small talk with him as an oldies station played beach music in the background. Cool. What is the definition of beach music?
Music that you would play on the beach. The Beach Boys.
I feel like her definition of beach music and my definition of beach music might be very different.
Well, son of a beach.
Okay. When I walked into the room, Steve asked, "Do you like that kind of music?" "Yes, I love it," I answered. "I do too. I have an entire collection of oldies beach music. Do you know how to shag?"
Do you know how to shag? Read the next sentence.
"The shag is an East Coast dance much like swinging."
Okay, next sentence.
"Yep, I've been shagging since the 6th grade."
She's been shagging since the 6th grade. Apparently it's a dance, but like no, it's like, no, you can't say that. You can't say that. And clearly she knows. She knows that shagging means sex. Otherwise she wouldn't have had to clarify that it was a dance in the brackets or whatever. So like she's making sure you know before she says I've been shagging since the 6th grade that it's a dance. But yeah, I still don't know what this chapter's about. So like I read way further in than I normally do. I'm like, I'm just gonna read the whole chapter at this rate. So I got to that sentence. I'm like, okay, that's the title of the stream.
Oh, what's it say? 1,000 sharings.
1,000 Sharons. Because the time travel. It all connects. It all connects.
Okay, so I've been shagging since the 6th grade. Let's see if we do it the same way.
Let's shag together and see if we both have the same style.
He said as he grabbed my hand.
Oh, hand is disappointing there.
We took a spin around the den and then headed out the door to
den.
hear.
It's a shag den, is it?
It's the shag den. To hear the missionary. After the lecture, we dashed to a favorite college spot and danced the night away.
So they went to listen to the missionary and then they went to their favorite college spot for shagging.
Yes. Yes, they did.
Okay. Just so we're clear on the terminology here.
I remember praying that night, "Lord, can it be that this wonderful man is also fun? Will there be passion and excitement after all?" I imagine God was enjoying a good laugh at the pitter-patter of his little... I don't know how to pronounce this word. Oh, maidservant's heart.
Steve Brown says, I had a shag carpet once.
Did you shag on your carpet, though? Or was it just a shag carpet?
I mean, they're called a shag carpet because they're comfortable to shag on.
I know. But I was asking too much information in that one. God truly is able to give us exceedingly abundantly more than we can ever ask or think. Ephesians 3:21. He certainly did when he gave me Steve. He is the spiritual leader of my home. He is my lover and he is my friend. Cool. Good for you, Sharon. He also likes you just the way you are, and you don't have to change. You said that in chapter 1. Intimate friendship. What do you think of when you hear the word intimate?
Oh, okay. No, sorry. I have to correct. Michael LeBlanc in the chat is saying, oh God, the notifications are working, but only partially. Like the little background to make them readable isn't there. Anyway, Michael LeBlanc says he wants doggy, she wants reverse cowgirl. Unironically, they don't know they're basically the same thing. They are not the same thing. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, it's the same, like, I guess, angle, but the mechanics of how it goes about doing it, it feels very different one from the other. At least from my perspective. I've never been in that from your perspective.
One is definitely easier than the other from my perspective. Is that it?
Sure. I was just pointing out that they are in fact different. There are differences, and like qualitatively.
Yes. Damn it! Damn it!
Sublegal says if you smoke after sex, you were going too fast. It's friction. Smoke.
I'm confused.
Like you go so fast that it smokes.
Oh, I was thinking of a cigarette.
Yes, I know. That's
I'm
why
like,
it's a
I'm
joke.
so confused.
That's why it's a funny joke, because you start off thinking about a cigarette, and it's like, oh, he means.
Yeah, but I'm like, but why can't I smoke? I don't smoke cigarettes, by the way. But I'm like, but why can't I smoke? Stop trying to take away my joy. He certainly did when he gave me Steve. He is the spiritual leader of my home. He is my lover, and he is my friend. Intimate friendship. What do you think of when you hear the word intimate?
Sex.
Perhaps sexual relations come to mind.
Mm-hmm. Shagging.
But true intimacy involves much more than the physical union.
Yes, sex can be not intimate. I'm glad she's acknowledged that. Yeah, you can have emotionally empty sex that just physically feels nice.
What?
I'm not saying it's not better when there's emotional intimacy as well.
See, I guess I'm thinking of like
Pumpkin Jay's continuing on, says, do you smoke after sex? Don't know, never looked.
Okay. It's a joining of two hearts through mutual sharing, being naked and unashamed.
I mean, if you're ashamed of your naked body during sex, that's going to create some barriers there. That is going to make intimacy difficult.
You know what makes people feel ashamed?
Christian slut shaming?
That. And? Telling them that they have to weigh a certain amount.
Oh, yeah.
Put on lipstick.
Okay, yeah.
Wear their hair a certain way. Yeah. That's how you shame people. Stop it, Sharon. My dictionary define. Oh, we're back to the dictionary.
Ugh. That's because this chapter doesn't have a list of 25.
Does it not?
I don't know. I haven't actually looked.
Oh my gosh, we're almost done the chapter. My dictionary defines intimate as being familiar, very private and personal, warmly personal, resulting from close study. I shall study you closely.
I'll return the favor.
It is common knowledge that women enjoy this type of friendship, but I was pleasantly surprised that intimate friendship with the woman of his dreams is a longing of a man's heart as well. You need to get out more, Sharon. You didn't want to be friends with me? Intimately?
Yeah. We are intimate friends.
Sorry, Sharon. You need to get out more. Men are people too.
We're more than just our bodies.
They're more than just their body.
I'm more than just a penis attached to a fancy Sibian.
Okay.
What?
So remember the other day when we were talking about how like the body is just like the robot?
Because... Oh, yeah. We are meat robots run by a brain?
Yes.
Yes.
But I was thinking about who's running my brain, and I thought of like Homer Simpson.
With the little monkey and the Simples?
No, asleep at the desk with a donut.
That is accurate for you a lot of the time, yes.
I'm like, yeah, that seemed about right. Okay. I really don't know if there is anything that I wish my wife understood better about me. She knows me like a book because she takes the time to know me. John. Cool. Glad you guys spent time together. The biggest struggle in our marriage has been spiritual, emotional, and physical intimacy.
So
intimacy.
all the intimacy has been the biggest struggle in our marriage. Maybe you shouldn't have gotten married. That sounds like a couple that needs a divorce.
No. We got a second sentence here. Stop jumping ahead. She had a difficult time being vulnerable. Richard. She might need some therapy.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily call for divorce right away. It calls for support and maybe some therapy.
Okay. Real Pumpkin J sent $2, says, I'm a tentacle monster piloting a meat mech suit.
I wish my wife understood my inner life better. Insecurity, embarrassment, shame, hope, Jean. Have you expressed those things to her?
Yeah, like if you share your inner life, then it's easier for her to understand your inner life.
Yeah. You need to be vulnerable and express your emotions.
What are you looking at me for?
Why am I looking at you?
I express my emotions. Happy, sad, and stoic. Those are the emotions.
No, there are more than that. I don't think there's anything my wife doesn't understand about me. We are able to openly talk about everything. Nathan. Aw, that's so nice. While the word intimacy means sex to some, sexual fulfillment begins with intimate friendship. Marriage expert John Gottman wrote.
Is this in the quote that he's quoting a marriage expert?
Just quoting a marriage. Sorry, my brain. Let me finish reading before I make my comment.
Okay.
The determining factor in whether wives feel satisfied with sex, romance, and passion in marriage is by 70% the quality of the couple's friendship. For men, the determining factor is by 70% the quality of the couple's friendship. And so men and women come from the same planet after all. So my comment is, John Gottman that she's quoting here.
Is that the guy that we did a deep dive on for that other chapter?
Yeah. That she said he was an idiot in the previous chapter? Yeah, that's the same one.
Okay, so now he's an expert.
Yeah, now he's an expert.
Okay.
Yep. When I was first married, there was not an abundance of marriage books on the market. However, one favorite...
When did she get married? Like 1932?
I don't know.
Marriage books have been around for a long time.
Maybe she only learned how to read.
Like a lot of the Christian marriage books that I have read are like classics that were published in like the 80s and 90s.
Well, I mean, if you look at the picture...
What about it?
I mean, she looks like she's...
Oh, the picture, her author picture.
Yeah.
I know, but she also keeps describing things in terms of like VHSs and
Oh, yeah.
stuff, so they might have gotten married in the 90s.
I feel like she did get married in the 90s. I don't know why.
Because all the stories revolve around VHSs.
Oh, yeah. And the porn tape. Okay.
Yes.
A Severe Mercy by Sheldon Van Uken made a lasting impression on my heart. It was an autobiography about the love between Sheldon and his wife, Davy.
His wife's name was Davy?
Yeah.
That's progressive.
It wasn't meant to be an instructional book, but it held many treasures that impacted my marriage and my life. In its pages,
You know, it is an instruction book. A Celebration of Sex, the Christian sex book, which has all of one paragraph on anal sex, which is basically don't do it. That's the exit hole. God didn't make it to put things in it. It's like, well, then why do you put the male G-spot up there?
yes, but I'm also like, other holes are always two ways. All the other holes are two ways.
Your ear?
Except your ear. Well, wax
no,
comes out of it.
You get sound in, wax out.
Yeah.
Nose is two ways, mouth is two ways. My penis is not two ways.
Your penis is not. My urethra is not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
but my
let's not spread that myth that women pee out their vaginas.
but my vagina is.
Yeah.
So all the holes bigger than a needle point.
All the holes that have a potential to be fun are two ways.
Yeah.
And yes, the ear hole can be fun, but not for sticking penises in.
No, when you put a Q-tip in your ear, oh my God, that's like orgasmic.
Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to do that.
Shh. Why is everybody trying to take away my fun today?
I'm not.
It feels so good.
Okay, so this isn't like this book is 21 years old. It was published 2002, so it's not like if she got married in the 90s, this one wouldn't have been around. But like, Christian marriage books were quite prevalent for like all of the like there were Christian marriage books written in the 1800s that like there were books explaining to Christian wives how they could get out of sex because sex is abhorrent and you should only do it to reproduce. I forget who it was. I forget who wrote that one because it was the wife of like someone where like he was like really really famous, and it turned out his wife wrote this book about how she never wants to have sex with him ever, and like giving advice to young brides as to how they could get no sex as well.
Nice. Lord Uzkalak is making a reference that you probably don't know.
From Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Brown says, wait till your first urologist appointment, Rhino. I am aware that all of the holes that we have called one way become two way at the doctor's office. I am aware of that. And I assume that the author of this book is aware that colonoscopies are a thing.
True that.
So, yeah, we're saying under like normal circumstances and normal use. And yes, there are fetish.
At home practice.
There are fetishes where like people will put things in their urethras. I don't understand that. That just sounds painful and awful and terrible.
True story. Okay. So, in its pages, Vanuken shared one of the key elements of his and Davy's profound love. Look, we said, what is it that draws two people into closeness and love? Of course, there's a mystery of physical attraction, but beyond that, it's the thing they share. We both love strawberries and ships and collies and poems and
Sorry,
all
what
beauty.
what was the C thing? Collies, like the dog?
I think so.
Border collies?
And poems and beauty and all those things bind us together. Those sharings just happen to be
You know what else you can share?
chocolate.
Porn.
True.
Porn's more fun when enjoyed with a partner.
Mm.
And it creates an extra level of intimacy.
So it can be more fun with a partner, but it can also be more fun without a partner.
Yeah. It depends on the porn, depends on the partner, depends on your mutual tastes.
It does, but I'm also thinking like, especially those brought up in like the Christian shaming of masturbation and everything.
Yeah.
There's the whole like, I can't get caught, but then that whole I can't get caught then becomes like
Part of the fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then there's us who we like to watch terrible movies together. We watched a Wizard of Oz porno together. And
Did we?
Yeah, we did. You remember we skipped all the sex scenes and we just made fun of the terrible acting and what they were doing, because the sex scenes were actually like they were either boring or gross. Like there was no like actual good ones.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I don't remember watching a porn.
Yeah,
but
we
that's
did.
why, because we
we skipped the porn parts because they were not interesting to either of us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was just a terrible movie.
It was hilarious.
Damn it. Oh, they both like strawberries and birds and poems and binds them together.
Like the Force. Surrounds us, penetrates us, binds us together. You need to watch more Star Wars.
And we're going to continue reading. Those sharing just happened to be, but what we must do now is share everything. If one of us likes anything, there must be something to like in it. No. And the other one must find it. No. And every single thing that either of us likes. No.
I feel like that could be, like, if you take that to its extreme, it could be very much anti-Christian. Like, hey, I like to cheat on you. So there must be something to like about that. So you must like that thing about me.
Like, no. We do not have to become the other person.
Plow King is asking what the name of the porno was.
Like, please don't do that.
Looking it up now.
Please be your own individual self. You're allowed to have your own interests. You're allowed to do things separately. Like,
it was the one that had what's her face that was like really, really known. Nina Hartley, yes. So it's just called Not the Wizard of Oz XXX. And it's got like one scene with Nina Hartley at the beginning so that they can have this famous name in it.
Who's Nina Hartley?
She is a well-known porn actress from like the 80s and 90s era.
Okay. No. The way we shall create 1,000 strands. Oh, 1,000 sharings. Oh, we got to share everything.
Mm-hmm.
No. That way we shall create 1,000 strands, great and small, that will link us together. Then we shall be so close that it would be impossible, unthinkable for either, no, fuck off, for either of us to suppose that we could ever recreate such closeness with anyone else. And our trust in each other will not only be based on love and loyalty, but on the fact of 1,000 sharings, 1,000 strands twisted into something unbreakable.
Yeah, so they're trying to make it out that, like, your relationship with your spouse should be completely irreplaceable, and it is to a certain extent, but, like, every relationship is unique, and, like, if something should happen, like, I was married, my wife died, I am now partners with you. Our relationship is very different from my relationship with my wife. So, like, you have not replaced her. But, like, the idea that I couldn't possibly ever find a connection because, the previous one was so, like, no, that's not a good idea.
No, the only thing that they're trying to do here is
create mutual dependency
Yes.
in an unhealthy way.
Yes. So people can't get divorced. No, you are your own person. Do your own thing. Have your own experiences. Have your own interests. And then you come together and share those experiences through conversation. Sometimes you want to share them with each other and do them together, but you don't have to do everything together. Please
so
don't.
After she went to her breathwork thingy that she knows that I would not enjoy at all, and we would probably have a disagreement as to, like, the purpose of the thing or whatever. And these are things that we know that we don't have the same opinion on, and that's okay. But, like, after that, I went to pick her up from her friend's house, and she had a good time. I looked at her friend, so you need to, like, steal her from me more often, because she had a good time, and she, like, you need to leave the house and, like, have fun and stuff. Be your own person. Live your own. I'm not saying that you don't do that. I'm just saying, like, that's part of having a good relationship is I get enjoyment out of knowing that she is having a good time, even if it's without me. Like, because I want her to be happy and fulfilled.
I would say the same about him, but he doesn't leave the house.
Yeah, no, I'm happy and fulfilled when I'm in the house. I like to go out and do things. It's just, I don't like the act of leaving. Take the kids to the science center. Sure, I will have a blast when we're there. But the idea of going there is just like, no, I don't want to do that. That sounds like a lot of work. But, like, once I'm out the door, like, yeah, no, we're going. We're going to have fun.
I just have to book the tickets for these things, and then we go.
Well, at Science Center, I used to have a membership.
Yeah, I know that, but you don't anymore.
I know.
So
you don't book the tickets. You just show up, and you pay the entry fee.
Can I not pay the entry fee online?
I don't think so.
See, because if I prepay for it, that means you have to go.
I know.
Vanu can beautifully describe the unbreakable bond that exists between intimate lovers and friends. No, he described codependency. In another book, he warned of creeping separateness that can threaten that oneness. Oh, let's see what he's going to say. There is such a thing as creeping separateness. What do young people who are freshly married do? They can't rest when they're apart. They want to be together all the time, but they develop separate interests, especially if they have separate jobs and some separate friends. So they drift apart. Pretty soon they have little in common except maybe the children.
No. That's not how it works.
No.
See, when we go do things separately, when we come back together, we can then have conversations about the things that we did that were separate.
Yes.
And that is way more interesting than if I spend all day with you, now we're sitting down at the end of the day, what do you want to talk about? I don't know, you were there for everything.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we can talk about our unique perspectives on the happenings of the day that we shared together or whatever. So, like, there's not nothing to talk about, but it's way more interesting to, like, you go out, do something with your friends, you come back, you tell me the highlights.
Yeah. It's not healthy. No. We don't do codependency here. So the stage is set for one of them to fall in love with someone else. There we go. We go. They have a fear of losing their partner. Therefore, they must always be with their partner, because if they're always with their partner can't leave them.
That sounds super unhealthy and not pleasant.
No, and that's a them problem. They need to work on it, and they need to go to therapy.
You need to trust your partner. And if you can't trust your partner,
it's not a relationship.
Maybe you shouldn't be partners.
Yeah. Later, they'll say the reason for the divorce was that she fell in love with someone else. But it wasn't that at all. It was because they let themselves grow apart. No, it's just because they weren't compatible to begin with. The end. No. Let's take a look at ways to create those 1,000 strands twisted into something unbreakable so that creeping separateness does not have a chance to occur.
Is that how it ends? That's the last sentence of the chapter?
Yeah.
So the next chapter is starting the how to develop your codependency.
Oh, okay, good.
We've entered the codependency section of the book.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Aw. Cynthia says, "Fucking I love Heidi."
Oh, oh, thanks. Yeah, no. One of the things.
Don't steal her from me. I can't trust her to not fall in love with you if we keep doing things separately, like her going to her things with her friends, and me staying home, not doing anything with my friends. You know what? All of my friends are in the computer anyway, so me staying at home is doing things separately with my friends.
I mean, that is true.
I can't go out with my friends because they live in Nova Scotia and Arkansas and Alaska and Georgia and.
So one of the things Ryan and I talked about, like early on in our relationship, was that we didn't want to be with someone that we felt we had to be with, like this idea of codependency. It's like, oh no, what am I going to do if I leave, or I have to be with this person? I want him to choose to be with me every day, knowing that he could leave whenever he wants, because that way it's a choice.
Yeah.
If you feel like you can't leave, it's no longer a choice.
West Virginia sounding off. It's Pumpkin Jay is my friend.
Oh. Okay. Isn't that a song, West Virginia?
What, Country Road?
Yeah.
Take me home.
There we go.
To the place where I belong. GPT doesn't count as a friend right now. No, I got bored with Chat GPT pretty quick. It's kind of annoying to me because like I recognize that there are AI tools coming out that could greatly assist me with my channel and what I'm doing and stuff like. Why are you going off like mad? Oh, because the van is fully charged.
Oh.
Okay, fine. But what was I saying? ADHD. Yeah, I did take my meds today.
ChatGPT bores you now.
Oh yeah. So I'm in a group chat with some other creators, and they will often like share ways that they use AI to help them with their videos. It'll be things like I had it read the transcript and pick out good spots to clip out as standalone videos and stuff like that, and like sharing prompts with each other and how to. And I'm just like, yeah, I played with it for like 10 minutes when it first came out. Like I had it write like a section of my script for me, and it was actually semi decent. Yeah, no, I got bored with it and I stopped using it, and it feels like it would be too much of an investment in effort to figure out how to use it in a way that would be helpful to me. Like I know Paul of Pologia, he like uses it to write scripts to help him like translate things between different programs in Adobe and like to automate things that he does a lot. And I have used it to that to some extent. Like ChatGPT is really good at writing auto hotkey scripts. So I'll have it do that. However, it's also, you kind of have to baby it. So like it'll write the script and it won't quite work right because it'll have misunderstood what you're asking it to do. So you have to like.
I'm not Cirrus, right?
I know you're not. Am I getting too technical and stuff that you don't care about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are. Somebody wants to know somebody's name. I don't know whose real name.
Genuine question, what is his real name? My real name is Justin. Hi. I'm the good Canadian Justin, I think. Justin Trudeau's not terrible. He's not like the best representation of Canada that there is, but like could be worse. It'd be nice if the Prime Minister of Canada didn't have pictures from when he was in school in blackface.
It would be. I miss Sing.
Jagmeet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He told them all they were racist. And then I fell in love with him.
Sounds about right. Robert Dolney is saying Justin Bieber. Yeah, that's one of the bad ones.
I don't know. So I saw.
We export our bad Justins.
No, I saw a TikTok. Yes, I saw a TikTok. Um, and one of the black creators was making a joke about Justin will adopt you, because there's this whole thing about Justin's trying to be black and blah blah blah, and people were like no. And then once he looked at some of the older videos of Justin when he was younger, and the grooming that was happening even on screen.
Like Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Like there's interviews with him where people are like, he's like, please don't touch me, and then the interviewers are still like, oh Justin, it's so, and like full grown women like trying to sit on his lap, and like just it, once he like clipped all those together, I was like, mm. So it's more.
So Justin might not be a bad Justin, he just got messed up by a bad system?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So, but yeah, you can see his face in those videos, like, get away from me type of thing. But he's 16 on TV with these other celebrities and that are adults.
So he's 16 and there are adult women sitting on his lap?
Yeah, I don't even know what was going on in those videos. But it wasn't just, they were basically every interview that they put on with him, they were sexualizing him. And this was when he was still young.
Robert X is saying, okay, not allowed to promote VR, it seems. I don't know what you mean by that. Did you get like auto-moderated or something? Oh, maybe you put a link in the chat. You know what? I told everybody at the beginning to put links in the comment section. YouTube does like to restrict comments with links in them. So like I might be able to see them if I go to like my comments that are held for review or whatever, but they might not actually show up for you if you. So maybe just the title of the video instead of the link. I'm pretty sure I can find my own videos by their title.
I hope so.
If I can't, then what am I even doing here? Oh.
What video was it? Robert X?
This one was deleted twice. Okay, I don't. This what? Did you post another one? I'm not even seeing anything. Nothing's even coming up for me that, like, normally when a message gets deleted, it'll show up in. Are you like, is it live chat that you're doing, or is it like commenting that you're doing? Because in the live chat, if a message gets deleted, it'll show up for me as this message was deleted. And it's not. I'm not seeing anything like that. So I don't know what's going on. YouTube is fucked with how they moderate things automatically sometimes, because like I will often get accused of like going through and deleting comments. Like I don't do that. I don't have time to moderate my comment section. I just let YouTube's automatic tools kind of do it for me. And I think I have them set up pretty liberally so that most things can, most things get through as long as they're not using slurs or something. But a lot of stuff still gets deleted. And then people will be like, oh, Rhino's deleting all my comments. Like, no, man, I don't have time for that. I don't have the money to hire staff for that.
True that.
Like, it's either let YouTube auto do it or just turn off comments, which, why would I turn off comments? Okay, I guess they're trying to post links, and there's that. I think only mods can put links in live chat. So yeah, that makes sense. Oh, actually, my Stream Elements bot hasn't been going because I'm streaming to restream. So Stream Elements didn't pick up on it.
Oh.
I have to play around with that sometime. I can try and have my Twitch working for Twitch tweets tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, she's
not a
getting
Rhino
bored.
show without technical difficulties.
No, it's not. But I mean, I knew that this was going to happen this time. So like, this isn't a, oh no, something is going wrong and I don't know what to do. This is a, I knew it was going to go wrong. And like, I've never used Twitch before. I don't know how to stream to Twitch.
I don't even know what Twitch is, so.
It's a streaming platform.
Okay.
People mostly stream video games there.
Yeah, okay.
That's where Cirrus streams.
I'm going to be like that old parent that just doesn't know anything. Like, I don't know what Twitch is. What is that? TikTok business.
Are you on the Facebooks again?
Yep. That's gonna be me.
All right, so that's the stream. Fairly short chapter today. Got a lot of behind the scenes crap.
Wait.
But we got LOH says, what do sailors and flavored lube have in common? Seasoned semen.
That is a Rhino joke right there.
I like it.
I know you do.
Oh. Although, depending on the flavor, I wouldn't necessarily call most of the flavors of lube seasoned. Because seasoning, I think of as like adding spices like paprika or cinnamon, or maybe not cinnamon, I don't know. Sage, thyme. I do know spices and seasoning and stuff. I just blanked on them.
I'm gonna get some mint.
Oh, no. No.
Mint lube.
No.
Yep.
Not happening.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff will burn.
Mint lube?
Yeah.
Why would it burn?
Because mint burns.
It could just be the scent of mint. Oh, we're talking about flavor though. Never mind. So it's edible lube.
Yeah.
So I went in the store once to get some.
Okay, Lord of Oskalak is saying salt is technically a seasoning and semen is salty, so there we go. Salty semen is also
true story. But anyways, I went to go get edible lube. No, it wasn't edible lube, but edible massage oil. And all they have are fucking like birthday cake and donut. I'm like, ugh,
yep.
Disgusting. Like, why can't we just have like normal flavors like vanilla or no coconut? Let's just do coconut.
Yeah, coconut is an easy flavor to make strong enough to overpower the other ingredients in the lube that it needs to be lube.
Yeah.
Because like that's why they use these flavors, because they're so like they're strong enough to like, oh, I'm not tasting the lube, I'm tasting the flavor.
Chocolate, like just the plain ones. Why do we gotta have birthday cake and like tiramisu and
tiramisu?
Yeah, I don't know. It was all like
tiramisu flavored
bubble
lube?
gum and like I was like, what the fuck? I'm a grown ass adult. I do not want bubblegum flavored massage oil.
Chopped tiramisu lube. Yeah, Joe Gelato lube tiramisu, 4 ounces. It's $32 for 4 ounces, so that better taste like the best tiramisu you've ever had at that price. There's Uber lube. Oh no, that's unscented. Yeah, no, that's the only tiramisu one is the $32 one. But yeah, I didn't actually expect to find it. I thought that was just you pulling weird flavors for lube out of your butt. Yeah, pulling lube out of your butt. I know,
Okay, what's he, Lord of Oskalak? What is he saying about scent?
Scent and flavor is related. In fact, most of our taste sensation is via smell. If you're anosmic, you can't really taste, even though it's your nose that doesn't work. Yes, the two are very much related. That's why, as a kid, when taking medicine that I didn't like the flavor of, you hold your nose while you take it.
Probably why I don't like a lot of food. Actually, that's what one of my therapists said. Because I can't smell, so it's the whole fight or flight. I can't smell if it's good or bad, so therefore my brain is like, nope, not eating it. So foods that I tend to eat are foods that I can smell.
So like chicken nuggets are highly scented.
Yeah, but that's never my favorite. It's never my go-to. I will eat it, but...
So what you're saying is for me to get you to eat vegetables, I have to make them smelly.
Yeah, but they also have to smell good to me.
I feel like asparagus smells delicious and is smelly.
There's also the texture thing.
Which is why I cook the shit out of my asparagus, to the point where chefs see how I cook asparagus and go like, no, that is gross. But I look at the way they do it and be like, that's still raw.
Mm.
I like my wilty. I like asparagus to be like almost burnt, like caramelized asparagus.
Coffee flavored lube.
What is this conversation we're even having? LOH says, love you guys, you make my day. I'm glad you guys are enjoying our random banter at the end. Like we're drawing out the street. It has to be at least an hour. Got to draw out the stream. 1 more minute. Oh no, we started late, didn't we? Crap.
Oh, 2 more minutes. I have to talk to you. What would we ever say to each other?
Okay. Well, I do have work to do, and you probably have a nap to take.
No, I don't have enough time before I have to pick up the kids.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, with all that said, see you next Tuesday.